Okay, Doodle World just released in Void World. It's the next area, so you gotta finish Olympus World first to unlock Doodle World, and we're gonna go ahead and explain how this world works and what you need to do, and just explain everything. It's a bit confusing. So as you would progress the area, as you would, and get to the everything, pretty much for this update is in the very last area, which is what's called the Doodle Oasis. So let's go ahead and explain what we need to do and what is part of this update. So first things first, people are probably confused about this Doodle Battle area. This is the main mechanic. Reach the end to get the final reward, which is the Doodle Gift bag. So what we need to do is that whenever we fight this cat boss, you will increase your strength. So the strength, right, you can see it right here above your head. This is how much pencil strength you have. To earn more pencils, you gotta keep fighting the same boss over and over and over again. Basically, the more times you win, the more points or strength you gain over time. Okay, so that is how it works. So as long as you have a token, which is dropped by breaking stuff, so when you break in the last area here, you have a chance for a Doodle token to drop, and then you have to go ahead and use Doodle tokens to go and challenge the bosses here. Now, it gets more expensive over time. So the first one will cost 1 token, 3 tokens, 5 tokens, and I haven't got the target yet. But you will have to grind this area over time and get tokens. I don't know what the odds are, but it does seem to be pretty, I guess, rare-ish. Even with my super drops game pass, which increases the better random item drops, it's still pretty bad. I hope they buff it up. But now I don't go on a tangent here, but I will say the main difference, you might think about the drop rates are bad or everything seems pretty bad. The one thing to remember, this is a permanent area, not an event area. Event areas don't last that long usually, so everything's usually easier to earn because it's a time limited event. While this is a permanent area, things are going to be a little bit more annoying to grind, and I do hope they do buff it up because it is not that fun even then, that because it's a permanent world and you can grind this forever for the most part. It's still not so great. Okay, so let's explain one thing. So you might see that, okay, well, how does it work, or like how there's also these pencils. You might have seen them maybe in the change logs, that there is these pencils. So there's 3 pencils you can get. Well, 1 technically. If you head over to your search bar or scroll to the very bottom here, you'll see that there is a golden pencil, there is a diamond pencil, and then there's a rainbow pencil. From my understanding, you can get the golden pencil as a drop from breakables. Very, very rare, even with my game pass. Super, super rare chance for it to even drop. They're worth a lot, but they're not really that good. And so what they do, there's 2 things I could really compare these to. One, they're basically a lockpick from the Grinch event, or from the Grinch event, they're also the Grinch Be Gone. Now, well, if you don't know what those are, that's fine. We'll show you what they are, or what they was. I don't know. But the Grinch Be Gone, basically, it's like an instant potion. Oh, it's an instant potion, basically. Like Pets Go. If you play Pets Go, it's like you use dice, and it will increase your luck for that one boss battle, basically, or that. So once you use a pencil, you will have a 50% chance to boost your Doodle Battle, right? So what that means is that now I can only say this by experience or just by guessing here, but as soon as you press battle, right, it's really determined at that point, at that very, very point, it's determined if you won or you lost. There is no skill in beating or tapping the button. You're not auto clicker or clicking fast. It does not make you win faster or guarantee to win. All it is that it's like a lockpick. If you use a lockpick, diamond, gold, or whatever, and you see it spin in a circle, as soon as you tap, yes, I want to use a lockpick, it's already determined before it even spins if you won or lost. It's the same thing here. It's all RNG. It's always has been RNG. Okay, so as soon as you use the token, it is either you won or lost. Now, though tapping though might kind of disprove that. I mean, if you don't tap enough, you're still lose. But even if you tap enough, you're still going to lose. It's like it's a 1 in 3 chance of that. It's like if you don't tap enough, you'll lose. If you tap enough, you might still lose. But if you hit the RNG, then you might win. So here we have a monkey. This is the one here. We have the Doodle Pencil active, which is nice. 50% more chance increase. So if we now do the mini game, I'm not going to use the auto clicker. We're just going to tap normally. And you'll see that it fakes it in thinking that you're close. You're gonna be a close win sometimes. I mean, sometimes it can be, but I don't think it's predetermined, I would assume. So you can see if we lose or win here. We won, but it's always going to seem like, oh, I just barely won, but it's not the case, I would say. And you can see that now that we now have increased our strength. Now we were at 300, now we're at 500, right? So we're going to keep increasing our strength in order to keep battling. Now, eventually, you can't go backwards. My skill level is too high, and then my skill level, I think, is too low. 15 tokens? 30? Okay, whoa. I never even checked, to be honest with you. That is a lot of tokens right there. And if you lose, then you will lose your strength. And sometimes that's a lot of strength. And then you just spent all those tokens just to lose, okay? And then you have to go backwards, and then you spend tokens again. 15, 30? Bro, you gotta grind. I know it's permanent. People are gonna grind for hours. And the devs, they're like, oh, you're gonna grind for hours and hours and hours. I understand that, but like, still though, it's a lot of tokens. Tokens don't drop. Honestly, I was like, look, this video is a bit early. They might fix the drop rates later or fix the odds of winning, but still, we've been talking for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. We saw only 4. It's still pretty bad. No, I think that's pretty much, that sums up Doodle Battle. Now, I guess talk about the reward. Now, look, I can't confirm this because I never made it to the end. Maybe people will confirm it, but I would assume if you beat the final boss and you win, you get the gift, right? The Doodle Gift bag. Now, I don't know if it resets your progress. I would assume it doesn't reset your progress. You can keep grinding the final. Like, that's the only benefit, is that you keep grinding the final boss over and over again. So you can keep increasing your strength, and then you can keep getting the gift over and over again. That's the only thing I could think of that makes that benefit worth, probably. But what is in the gift bag? So we'll show you guys the gift bag here. All right, you can go to the trading terminal and check yourself the Doodle Gift. So just find it. So this is what it is. It's 4 rolls only, and doesn't really show. Oh man, it's gonna be a much easier time to hatch the huge from the gifts. I don't know, but that there is nothing else. It's the exact, unless they must change it later. I don't know. This is when it first came out. There is nothing else. There is no pencils in here. There is no tokens in here. Okay, to make it like a bit more beneficial to open these. But no, there's literally nothing else. Just a chance to hatch a huge. That's all it is. 4 rolls, 9 pages, and that's it. It's absolutely just horrible. I don't know what to say. If it's even like worth to even grind this. There's nothing else. It's just huges in there. So I don't know what to say about that. I could always be proven wrong. Okay, it could be updated later, but it doesn't look that good, to be honest with you, with how the luck and the odds of trying to beat all this crap. Okay, so there is that. Now let's go over I guess the last thing, or second last thing, is this Chroma Jar. If you don't know what this is, nothing too crazy about it. All it is that once you reach the last area of the update, or this area, the new Doodle World, you start to see these paint around the floor here. Okay, so the paint, if you pick up the paint, eventually you'll hit a max amount, and what you're doing is that the amount of paint you pick up, you mix the jar up. So right now I got 15% red, 53% green, and 31% blue, and that makes cyan, right? So what that means is that now when I go and hatch this egg over here, my huge, the chroma that I can hatch for the huge is going to be cyan, right? And so you can kind of dictate what color it will be. If you just pick up like if you pick up all green, it'll be green, right? If you pick up like blue and red, it'll be purple, right? That's the only thing that you're really doing for this jar. But there is upgrades for it, but I don't really know how beneficial these are. I mean, you get these doodle pads from just breaking stuff. You get a lot of them if you have the Game Pass and stuff, but it's not anything crazy. Increase of finding better colors. I don't know what that really means. You can make white. I think you can make a white axolotl, but I don't know what's considered rare. I haven't seen any other colors, but just blue, red, and green. And I don't know when it resets either. I mean, you could buy the upgrades of you know, um, it'll fill up faster, it drains slower, but I have not seen it drain once, so I don't know how it works. So maybe a day later or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. 12 hours, something like that. We'll find out. But it's just for the huge, from my understanding. And then the last thing for this update, I think it's a pretty small update technically. Even the new world, there's nothing much in the world. But they added another pay to win enchant, which is going to be the Breakable Mayhem Enchant. I did buy it, and I've been grinding for a couple hours, and I haven't gotten it yet, obviously, but it exists. I don't know if it's worth it or not. It's 3,200 Robux. Right now, it values at 2.9 billion, 2.5 billion diamonds. If you are super rich, I mean, you could buy a bunch and sell them to people, and you get 2 billion. That's a pretty good ratio, I would assume, if you want to buy it like that. But using it though, I mean, there's nothing you can really do. Really, it's straight up just if you plan the 24-hour grind in area. I mean, at least you have and you're hatching eggs. I mean, at least you have another option to like get another huge. Like it's that there is that. The really way to dictate how much people like is it not worth it, but like the odds of I don't know the odds for it, but like if you were to switch up parrots, right? You can see 4 exists. Out of from the time of this recording, the update has been out for 2.5 hours. So in about 2.5 hours, 4 people has hatched the huge parrot from the enchant. But I don't know how much people own the enchant, and people are grinding it. That's the thing. So like, it's 2.5 hours for 4. Every half an hour, one person hatched an egg, but I don't know how much people are hatching or how much people are playing the game that has the enchant. Right? There's no graph for that. You know what I mean? So it seems good, but the thing is with it is an enchant where they say that in the change notes that it will rotate. I'm pretty sure. So it says current chance. It's a huge parrot and Titanic parrot. So it will probably change different huges. I don't know how often it will be, but it will change, I think. But also to remember is that it is not going to be in the shop forever, probably like 2 months maybe. But so that's like the FOMO. I mean, if it's good or bad, I don't know, but it's at least something where you can have and there's a chance for it to hatch. I mean, I don't have it obviously. We're just having parrots. I don't have it, but it's something that we're like you can own it and like just have it. I don't know, but it could be good, could be bad. But I think that's pretty much everything we've covered for this update. It's a pretty small update, and it's okay unless they do some changes if the buff the odds are really bad. We'll see, but other than that, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoy that, and yeah, that is it for the update. Doodle Worlds.